I really don't like Jacob Ashri's behavior, okay? Look, I've been going through a tough period lately, and I saw one of Jacob's videos called Wings Enchantix Fool is way better than me, Bay City Rollers, Les McEwen. And when I saw this video that Jacob posted on his channel, I wasn't very happy about it. It made me upset. It made me really agitated. And I was appalled and disgusted on Jacob's behavior because he was the one who said rude remarks about the late frontman's abuse and also struggles in the past when he was a teen. Okay, this has got to stop. As well as this, Hidarni has been doing a lot of threats which are very hurtful, not only to me but to the other users as well. Recently, Hidarni actually uploaded the video called Les McEwen something 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 is way better, and he actually uploaded these kinds of death threats to people, especially the late frontman of the Bay City Rollers. This is very unacceptable and it has to be addressed immediately. I have been reporting their videos to the admins, but unfortunately that there is nothing that they can do to remove it. So I hope that YouTube can figure the situation out, because stalking people online is unacceptable, and as well as this, they refuse to listen to me again, and they actually stole some of my videos and stole my profile pictures. Yeah, it's been going on in my head for a while. I was really upset because of what Jacob and Hidarni said about the late frontman being abused or having issues when he was a teen. It was really, really sad. The case was so heartbreaking. I was extremely upset because, Les actually suffered through this pain a lot when he was a teen. I was seriously upset because, he doesn't deserve all this. He's a nice person. He's a great singer on stage. And during the rise of Roller Mania, everyone loved him. And just because Les is not here anymore doesn't mean that people should mock him for who he is. He's a very nice person, and his voice actually did touch many hearts. I want to tell you a story on how I started listening to the BCR music back then. So back in late 2021, just 8 months after Les's sudden passing, I was actually really sad, and it actually got to me that, I should listen to the songs that Les sang, because he's the one who actually touched people's hearts during the rise of Roller Mania. So actually I began using their songs back in late 2021, and eventually as I grew up listening to BCR, it made me realize that, it's actually really good to listen to it, and it does bring you a lot of benefit. It brings you the joy of what Roller Mania looks like, and it tells us on how we should overcome our fears while listening to a song. As I actually grew up, I realized BCR helped me, changed my life forever, and as of now, I still listen to BCR, but that still doesn't mean that you should mock me for listening to a 70s songs, even though I'm a Gen Z person, okay? As of now, yes, I still listen to BCR music and other types of music, and that is okay. People have preferences. But for Jacob, he actually, disrespected other people's opinions. And when I saw his comments, his posts and pictures, I was seriously disgusted and appalled because, he did this just for fun, and just because he has special needs does not mean he has to bully people. That is not okay, and that's not nice. Jacob would have gotten himself terminated for what he has done. And look, I'm not trying to attack people, but please do not interact with Jacob and Hidarni, because if you do, they will constantly stalk you and bully you. And this is not right. I am seriously fed up with both of them because they invaded my space. They invaded my work time in the office. I was seriously upset and angry, and I didn't like it. I just wanted this to stop, okay? As well as this, on DeviantArt and YouTube, I told my friends, Alex, Alessandro, Zakiniku, and some of my friends who were also facing the situation with Hidarni and Jacob as well. So I told them to block and report their accounts, and eventually they believed me because they are really bad and they will normally hurt you if you try to interact with them. So that's why I told my friends about why Jacob and Hidarni has been bothering me a lot. I also did a journal on why you should be aware of what Jacob has done. And remember, if Jacob actually does say a lot of rude remarks to you or to a show that you like or hate, do not interact with him, okay? Because one, Jacob is known to agitate other people, and that is not right. As well as this, just because someone is special does not mean they have to bully other people. That hurts their feelings a lot. And as well as this, there is a user by the name of Jasmine. She actually does hate Winks Up, and that is okay. People can like or hate a show, movie, or song. That is their choice. You can't force them to like or hate a show just because they want to. That is not okay. And as well as this, forcing other people to delete their videos, artwork, or even their pictures is not great, okay? You are not the boss, Jacob. You need to stop this behavior right now. This is not 100% acceptable. A lot of people are mad and they are complaining about you because you forced them to delete their photos or videos. That is not okay. This is very unacceptable and it needs to be addressed immediately. You are not their mom or dad, Jacob. This is their channel, and give them respect. You don't tell other people to delete their YouTube videos just because they uploaded it, okay? This is not acceptable. As well as this, I want to address about, the BCR situation with Jacob and Hidarni, okay? So recently, Hidarni actually made a lot of death threat videos, which is actually very bad for the community. And when I saw it, I was appalled because Hidarni actually did target the late frontman's struggles and personal issues. It was really bad. I couldn't believe my eyes on what Jacob and Hidarni did to the late frontman alongside his band members. For those of you guys who have been facing this situation with Hidarni and Jacob, I suggest you block and report their videos to YouTube. Don't interact with them because, when they try to mention your name continuously, you get annoyed. So what do? You just block and report them. That's the only way that they'll stop. But instead, they didn't. It's actually been going on constantly. And Jacob, wishing somebody an unhappy birthday is not cool. Just because I post a lot of these videos and pictures doesn't mean you have to say unhappy birthday. It's like what this user said. Saying unhappy birthday to someone is actually heartless, and I totally agree with them. And it's considered rude and disrespectful. I'm really serious because, sometimes Jacob is like that. But it still doesn't give him the right to bully other people. And it's a problem because, the admins can't do anything about it. And I am worried that, one or two people will be bullied because of Jacob. And that makes me very upset and mad. As well as this, I want to say something to Jacob for insulting the late frontman's struggles during the rise of Rollermania. Are you serious, Jacob? Why in the world would you insult the late frontman's struggles on his mistreatment during the rise of Rollermania? Les did not deserve this. As well as this, What does the Wings Club Enchanted video have to do with the Bay City Rollers late frontman Les McEwen? You see what you did? You now ruined his reputation. And just because he suffered a lot of trauma and mistreatment with the manager during the rise of Roller Mania, including personal struggles, does not mean you have to insult him like that. That is seriously disrespectful and rude. As well as this, mocking a deceased artist is very unacceptable. And I've been getting through a lot of questions like why we shouldn't do that. If we do that, then it's very disrespectful. Just because a person actually passed away does not mean you can insult them. That is seriously wrong. And as well as this, when will people learn to stop insulting people? Just because they brought the world joy and peace, and just because they struggle a lot, doesn't mean that you have to make harmful videos out of them. It's not okay. That actually does ruin their reputation, according to some users. As well as this, if you see some of the videos right here that I've actually mentioned on Hidardi, please go and check it out. For the journal, I actually did post it on DeviantArt to say why you must stay away from Jacob Ushery. Yes, that's available on my DeviantArt account as well. It will actually tell you one of the reasons why you should never interact with him. Okay, I feel like I've been through a lot since then because when Jacob actually tried to post the video on the Wings and Chantix is way better than Les McEwen, it makes my blood boil. And as well as this, it actually mocks a deceased person, And Les was actually my favorite member of the Bay City Rollers. I would never, ever insult him or his struggles like that. I would always treat him with respect. And as well as this, it doesn't matter who the deceased person is, but we still need to treat it with respect instead of uploading harmful content that can actually ruin the person's reputation. And actually, I've been receiving a lot of people, not only from my site, but I think to other people as well who have been facing the situation before. And I do recall that some people did close their accounts because the harassment has gotten way worse than before. It actually did break my heart to see that, when you get harassed by someone like a YouTuber or a user that is actually bad or just want to say a lot of things to you, it breaks your heart. And a lot of people would actually feel ashamed because they like something that they like, and that's okay, that's their choice. But still, please do not mock them, okay? All right, that's all I really need to say about this video. I'm so sorry I'm having a tough time this week and last week because my DeviantArt account was actually hijacked by this person I didn't know. And as well as this, good news, I got my DeviantArt account back. So I've been going through a lot with the DeviantArt account from my site for a couple of days. I was afraid that I would lose my account forever, but luckily I got it back with the help of an admin. So that's actually why I've been suffering through this situation. So throughout my struggles with Jacob and Hidarni, I do believe that I hope that they get terminated for good for harassing other YouTubers. And if they are gone, then I don't have to worry about them anymore. And I would like to thank my friends Alessandro, Alex, and some of the DeviantArt users for helping me block the person and helping to support me throughout this tough time. Okay, I would like to say thank you, Alessandro, for blocking and reporting Jacob's account and videos. I really do appreciate it. And if you see Jacob uploading more videos or posts of my artwork or my profile picture being used as hate art, yes, just please keep on reporting and keep on tormenting if you want, okay, Alessandro, I trust you on this, so just don't worry about it, because actually with the help of my friends we can actually get them terminated for good on YouTube, so we don't have to deal with them anymore. And as well as this, I'm so sorry about what I've been facing through for the past couple of days, and also the last week as well. Last month was a little struggle for me because I had to go for my internship, and basically the first week was a little challenging because you're new to this place and sometimes you will get blamed for something you didn't do, but I think that's life and I do not think it's your fault. You're just new and you may adapt to it, but week by week. Yeah, so that's all I have to say for this video. And yes, this is me, Wheeling the Gamer Girl, signing off.